Welcome, everyone, to the Puff Drink Talk podcast. Konrad here.
Yeah, Hilton.
George. Arthur.
And we got a birthday boy.
Yeah.
Well, that was loud. We have a birthday boy in the house today.
Yeah.
Good old Hilton.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, because that's when this video will come out.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
Is it August 14th?
Yeah,
That's the date?
2 days ago, August, we are recording on the 16th, so August 14th was my 50th
Congratulations, man.
Man, tell us about
life anniversary.
Yeah.
Tell us about your gift.
Man, these people got together. I posted it on Facebook. So if you don't follow me on Facebook, you can. It's a public profile.
It's your opportunity.
Just find Hilton Gil, but don't find people trying to kill anybody. And they got together and then they bought a package to go and drive a Lamborghini Huracán and a Ferrari 488 GTB. It's a turbo. The Ferrari is a turbo. Lamborghini is aspirated. Ferrari is 600 and, if I'm not mistaken, 660 horsepower, and the Lamborghini is 600 and either 10 or 20. Very, 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 very powerful cars. And but it's the thing is, when you're doing the briefing, and it's so like they put so much caution on you that you don't really want to go for it. And I was watching the video afterwards, like, well, I'm driving at 35 miles an hour on that track. You know what I mean? It's like it's ridiculous. But on the straight line, on the back straight, I think with the Lamborghini, I could not see the dash. I was getting used to the speed, so I did not see the dash. But the video shows 142 miles an hour. But I think it captures like real, not like speedometer speeds, because normally it's a little bit how do we say, like unmatched, right, to the real life, to reality. And with the Ferrari, I glanced at the end of the straight. It was showing 163. So, but I was still accelerating, so I thought like I might have hit 170, but the video shows like 155. On the Ferrari. Ferrari is more powerful. It's a turbo, so it has that deliver like a little smoother to deliver. But then once it opens the tabs, or it goes up to the RPM with the engine, and then it goes for it. It's incredible. It's pretty cool.
Which was funner to drive?
The Ferrari was easier to drive because it's not as punchy. The Lamborghini 4-wheel drive, you step on that freaking throttle. Man, it delivers.
Yeah.
And it's like it's an immediate power. Not bad.
Look at that. He can't contain his smile.
It's not bad.
We were talking about that this
week.
The
Ferrari is a little smoother. It goes and goes.
Yeah.
And the Lambo is like boom, what I mean, and goes. Very, very, very interesting experience. And I was so great. I never felt so, I guess I have, but, in on that particular moment, I felt so loved because it's by my friends, because it's an expensive gift. It's not one car; it's 2 cars, plus the video and the photo package, which is only 2 photos. By the way. But yeah, so.
And it's a cool experience that you get to drive on a Formula One, MotoGP, Daytona or NASCAR racetrack.
Yeah,
like that's pretty legendary.
Was it a Coda?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
As it should be, right? So if you want to speed up, come on, man up.
Go to
a place where you can do that. Don't do in front of a, like in the middle of a school, in front of the kids, like in a main street where you put other people's life in risk. Just do the right thing, man.
No, you gotta do in front of the girls.
No, so take them there, but take them there, Come on, man. The fines for speed should be humongous. The humongous. It should be like you won't be able to buy another Ferrari, motherfucker. Right. So it's putting kids in risk. It puts the population in risk. So do that the way this man did. So I appreciate everyone who gave you this gift, where you could, enjoy this, like your hunger for driving, So
It's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting, and I wasn't A friend of mine, I think when he was turning, I want to say 35 in UK, his wife gave him something like that. But that was like 15 years ago, something like that, maybe more. And so we went to see, and then like, man, just go for it. And he was driving so slowly. I understand now why he was driving slowly, because on the briefing, you know, it's this amount of money if you go off. It's this amount of money if you crash. It's this amount of money if you do this. It's this amount of money that if you do that. So everything, it's amount of money, then it's a lot of money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, man, why didn't you go for it? And then, but I guess I understand now why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even like with the Ferrari, with the Ferrari, the instructor that was in the Ferrari with me, he was like, you keep that speed, you know, give a little bit more, like through the corner. So he was like telling me, no, you can, because I was braking places that didn't need to brake. I was reducing the speed in places that didn't need to reduce, or taking the foot off of the gas. I was braking on the cones, on the collars, and then the car would slow so much. It was like I could have, you know, stepped on the brakes a little further. I could have gone a little bit, you know, more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the car stops, right?
But also, you know how to drive. You got to think that, like, most of the people that were there, they probably have
Exactly.
no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, they have all those, like, safety things.
Mm-hmm.
But
And it's like I was fighting against my instinct, which was like, you gotta tap, you know, the apex. You gotta go on the Jesus, the apex. So like drive on the
curb?
the curbs, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so from one side to another, right? But no, they had a cone on the corner, and then a 3 feet tape on the floor. Say like, you cannot drive on the tape. You know, keep away from the tape. So like, you're not taking the corner as you should take.
Yeah.
Like an aggressive corner.
Yeah. You're not taking the corner on its fastest point. You know what I mean? And then from both sides. So like, they narrow the track for the conventional driver.
Yeah.
So I was fighting my instinct in there. It was like,
Yeah. Makes
okay,
sense.
I don't know which speed should I go here.
Yeah.
How many laps did you do?
Yeah, it was just about to ask
you
that.
get out of the pit lane, and then that's your lap starting. So as you get out of pit lane, first corner, and then you can open the taps, you know, follow the instruction of the instructor. And then you go once in the front straight, on the main straight. And then when you're coming to do your second lap, you just go back to the pit. So it's like, it's one full lap if you count starting from the corner,
Yes.
you know, from the first corner. But then you're just coming back to the pit lane.
Okay. So, like, almost 2 full laps,
Yeah,
but
it's
not
almost
2
2
full
full,
laps.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're missing the main straight.
The main straight, yeah.
Yeah,
That nice corner, like, the one going up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you do that one twice, but once you do from the very, very inside line because you're coming from the pit lane.
Yeah. And you're not that fast.
Not at all, no.
What was the fastest you ever driven in a safe and permit and allowed place?
75.
Yeah.
85, because in Texas you can drive at 85. You
Yeah.
can say 85.
Yeah. I'll say 85. In a
85.
safe, permitted area.
Exactly.
If you were to reverse kind of those words, gone a lot faster. No, when I was, I think I was 17, I had a street bike. I had a Yamaha R6, and there was a straightaway, and I got up to 130. And that was probably the fastest I had gone, or I've ever been, especially on like a street bike, that I got to that speed, and I was like, that's good. That's good.
Put that in kilometers, right? It's over 200.
200, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a little bit
they're
over
over.
200.
Wait, you said how much? 130?
130,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Just
it's like
all over.
218.
Yeah.
218, like
I think.
Wow, that was really accurate numbers.
I don't know. I'm taking a huge
I
guess.
either- I either just believe you.
218.7.
Yeah, there's no premium here to criticize you, so I'm not gonna do it.
62
Yeah.
is 100. So 62 is 100. So 134 is 200. 124 is 200.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
209.21 kilometers.
209.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the fastest I've been. So
Okay, that's fast.
Yeah.
yeah, I was scared.
Have you driven in the autobahns in Europe?
Yeah, I have. I think what we could achieve in the autobahn, it was around 120 on a Ford Mondeo.
Which means, yeah, like you feel it. You feel it.
It felt 400 kilometers an hour. I mean, it felt.
The doors and windows were shaking.
It felt.
The noise, my God.
It felt 200. I mean, the Ferrari at. That's the other thing. You know, at the sign windows are down because they need to hand signal all the cars that around if you need to overtake or if you're overtaken, right? So, and then, so the windows are down. So it's very, very, very noisy at 160 miles an hour.
How about the wind? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know,
You're
the wind,
windy
the wind
yeah.
coming into the car. It's
Yeah.
very, very noisy. And when you step on the brakes, because they go like brake hard, you know, the car does that little, you know, like almost like floating in the back.
Yeah.
It is so good. It's like, yeah, this is proper.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
that's fun.
But yeah, it sounds so fun. Would you?
I don't know how much it costs, but
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I did not ask.
So would you say it's worth it? Like my comparison here is basically like I have an idea of how much it costs. You can probably with the money like rent a Ferrari for the day. Would you say it's like nicer to go to the track and do 2 laps in the Ferrari, or like drive a Ferrari around the whole day?
Well, the thing is, let's say around the same amount of money renting a Ferrari, but you're renting a Ferrari that it's probably like a 400 brake horsepower Ferrari, right? 450, something like that. It's a street Ferrari.
Oh, okay. You drove one of those race versions.
Yeah, it's a 488 GTB, which is a street Ferrari.
Yeah.
But I don't think you'd find that one to rent for a day, on the street.
Yeah.
You mean that's customized?
Please Google it because
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
custom-
try. Yeah.
Don't say customized and Ferrari in the same sentence.
no, you don't have to customize. The car is original.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
For a second, I thought you were like saying you drove like an XX. You know,
No.
the
So
Ferrari
the one
version
is
that
the
it's not like
488 GTB.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know what I'm talking about with the XX, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure if for the
Sexy,
same
right?
price. Yeah, it's a pretty cool car.
So like this. I don't know where it is, but if I had to take a guess, I'll probably say maybe Miami, but
Well, yeah. I mean, if you find for like $1,000, I would say rent it for the day. I think it's even cheaper than going on a track.
Right here.
yeah,
Miles
that's
per
the
hour.
one I had on.
Oh,
yeah.
that's the one. Okay.
Yeah. I just don't know where they
But
are.
the point with what kind of experience you want to have it. You know, yours. You associate Ferrari with speed, right?
Yeah.
It's not only the glamour, right, for you. It's more the speed. It's more the sensation of feel the car. And then if you rent a car for a day, you won't be able to drive properly as it should be done. A Ferrari, in my opinion, and you're renting to impress too.
Yeah.
At a car race,
I agree. I mean, if you rent a Ferrari, you're not going to be able to drive as fast because have laws
Yeah.
and stuff. I mean, you can, but then if the police catches
You're gonna
you,
go to jail. Yeah.
So
Dude, look at what you could rent here in Austin at this Uptown Exotics. Dude,
yeah.
It's a lot of different.
Now they
cars.
love this
You see
word.
the 4A GTB?
Oh, there you
There you go.
But then, if you look at it, right? So if you go there, right, and then you rent that car, you know, the price it says in there is not really the price that you're paying because there's insurance, there is so many
Yeah,
other things
yeah,
involved
yeah.
in that.
That's $2,000.
Yeah, and you see
0 to 60 in 2.7.
2.7. It's fast.
seconds.
Yeah,
Dang.
it's fast. And oh, okay, hold on, go back up. It says 661 horsepower. Right.
That's just a little bit.
205 miles per hour. That's the maximum.
Yeah, it's fast.
Oh, yeah.
561
But
feet.
the other thing is also they don't let you use the pedals to change gear. And in UK, when I did this in UK, I was actually changing gear. You know, in UK everything is more raw. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, we are humans here, and
Yeah.
you know, if you die, it's your fault. You know. So everything it's raw. So it's like, no, you changing
Yeah.
gears.
Roar.
Yeah. And then I remember that when I did it was a Porsche, and then he said like it was on the mini circuit, it was on the main Silverstone, and then they said like you only gonna go up to third gear, but it wasn't only like one lap. Do you know what I mean? Like 2 laps like this. It was like quite a few laps. So on the first lap, you know, my revs was like hitting the limiter.
Yeah.
And then on the second lap, when I came out, I'm like, yeah, you can go to fourth. Because he saw in like 2 laps that I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
And then said, like, you can go to fourth gear. So I did a little faster than the other people that were there that day.
Do you think that the learning curve it's more than 2 laps? Like if you could drive 10 laps, then you would feel better. You know, you know, accommodate. You know, feel more. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you feel that when you're driving, like in the second part of the lap, you already do a little bit more? Or it's too fast?
I told the guy on the Ferrari with the Lambo, I needed 5 more laps to get used to the grip because it's so much grip.
Yeah.
And then he said like, yeah, I understand. So because,
yeah, I understand, but get the hell out.
Yeah, but because
Happy birthday, but we got a line. Get out.
So do you think you're the only person who asked me that? Like in 20 years?
Exactly. No, I didn't ask. I was just pointing when the guy in the Ferrari was talking to me. It was like, well, it felt like I needed 5 more laps at least to be able to get used to the speed of the car. But then I already had a little bit of an experience with the Lambo when I drove the Ferrari, so I drove the Ferrari a little bit better.
Yeah, it accumulates.
Yeah.
Right. So it aggregates. So for definitely, but I feel that like some people like they try in the very first thing, any sports they do, they give 120% right in the beginning. I need a cadence. I need to get into that. What do you feel? How do you feel about it? I want to feel it, and then I gradually speed or gradually, dedicate more to that sport or that thing. How do you feel about it?
I'm the same way, especially when I was doing that karting for in Porto Alegre, the Nelson Piquet circuit thing.
Oh,
I was
at the top of the shopping mall.
Yeah, I was taking it slow and just kind of feeling like
figuring it out.
Okay, if I gave it some throttle right here, will the rear end kind of slip out? No? Okay, so I can go at least that speed around
Next
this
curve.
corner.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And of course, I got to beat Lucas. He was just mortified. He's like, I don't want to crash anything. I don't want to hurt anything. And I'm like, get out of my way. But yeah, it took me about 3 laps before I was like, okay, I can really gun it right here. And then I don't need to brake. I can just let off and go around this corner. So yeah.
And the more you drive, the more you realize, like, why was I braking on the other corner?
Exactly.
That you think, so for example, at that moment you go like, this one I just let off, right? And then on the other corner I'm gonna brake.
Yeah.
So, and then after 10, 15 laps you go like, I'm actually accelerating on the other corner.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And on the corner that I was braking, I'm just lifting it off.
Yeah.
Because you're getting used to the speed. So
Yes.
that's how it is. It takes a little time. But that's what everybody, it takes a little time. Because some people go thinking that, oh, the car's not going to spin, but it will spin.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And you're how about you, Arthur?
Yeah, I feel the same. Like every time I go karting, I've never drove a car on the track, which like I've been wanting to, but I've never had the chance. But like when I go karting, yeah, I need like 3 or 4 laps, and then I'm starting like, okay, here I can go faster, here I can go slower. It's just hard to get like there and go to the limit at the first time, unless you drove in that track before. Otherwise, it's
With that
impossible.
car,
Yeah.
there's so many variables that need to be in place so you can, from the second one, I'm gonna do it. So I think that's the thing about experiences, right? Of course, it is what it is, and it was a fantastic gift. And man, I shout out to everyone to put that together to you, man.
Dylan
I
started
appreciate
it.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan started it, and then he probably made a few people because the people in there that participated on the money donation to the thing that I wouldn't imagine that it would do. You know what I mean? It's like, man, that person put money in.
Yeah.
That other person put money. Wow, I tagged everybody on Facebook. Not Tim, because I for some reason I did not find his Facebook, but I put his name in there, but it's not tagged. But yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
And then we just hang out over there for a picnic afterwards. So when we
nice.
left it. I got at the track 7:30 in the morning, so I left my house at 6:40, and so I got there very, very early.
Was Codaland open, the new amusement park?
Really?
I'm not sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, I woke up at 5:30.
No,
For the thing.
don't do that. No, it's just that, it's just an internal
But
joke. Just because I wake up at 5,
Yeah.
and he wakes up at 15 to 8:30 or something like that.
8:30, yeah, 8:30.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
for a business to be open at 7:30 is rare.
Oh, no, come on. Yeah.
It is early. For
And
a
I
lot
only
of
do
people.
that because my whole business is 2 hours ahead, so
Yeah.
it's actually technically 7. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's rare to see a business open that early, but they are early, and so it was the first hour that was having the thing was at 8:30. So I had to be there an hour before to check in, do the course, like the briefing, and then to be able to go and drive. So
Did you see the new constructions that they are doing?
yeah,
now?
that is.
It was
Actually, the
entertainment center.
yeah, there. A lot of things are not working still, but we
Yeah.
saw going up and down a lot the tower thing. I don't know if
Did you see cranes? A lot? Are they still building stuff, or it's basically done?
I didn't pay much attention.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
overwhelmed
Oh,
with,
yeah.
with the things.
Yeah.
But the people that were there with me, they were talking about, oh, let's go there, and it might be that it was open because we saw the thing going up and down, up and down. Probably they were testing it because I don't think people are like going to amusement park on a Friday morning at 9:30. Because when we finished it was around 9:30.
I was going to say, I believe Codaland is opened.
It could be, yeah.
So how did you like the thing you did? Can you go like any day, or there are like specific dates?
No,
you know how it
it's-
works.
It's an experience that travels around.
Great name, man.
And
Okay.
and Coda is actually shutting it off, so they're not going to be coming to Coda anymore. That was the second to last, and then there is another one on November.
Okay. Okay.
That is the last one they're going to ever do here in
It
Austin
was
because
the
Coda,
extreme experience.
yeah, it's the extreme experience. So now the Coda has not only like private events. So, for example, if a car company is doing like a private event for their clients or something like that, like the one I did with the Porsche in 2019 over there, because I had already driven there before.
I don't think Arthur's heard my my Formula One experience. Have you heard that story?
Nope.
No? So this was, probably 8 years ago? Yeah, before Lauren was born, Lucas was just a little guy. Our friends from California, they had come out to Austin, and he works for a rock mineral company where he's a geologist and they sell rocks and stuff. But he had gotten a 3-day pass for I'll finish the story. He had gotten a 3-day pass for
Sorry, didn't want to
one of the
interrupt,
Formula
Sorry.
One races when it came in. So he gave it to us, and they have varying levels of like tickets. So you can do your obviously like general admission, and then you have your. It's not a VIP area, but they have these kind of like canopies set up where you can get water, you can get like snacks, and it overlooks like certain areas that you can go to. And then you have your VIP like Connex box, where it's like a private chef giving you a 5-course meal on the entry on the bottom, and then you go up to the top, and there's a private bartender that overlooks one of the corners.
Oh, okay. It was not on the pit lane.
No, it wasn't on the pit lane. It was right before. It's like the last major like corner, and then they take a left, and then they go to the pit lane straight away.
Okay.
So it was, and they had 4 tickets. So I went 4 general admission, 2 general admission, and 2 VIP area ones. Right. So it was my first time there. I'd gotten there super early. I went with me, my wife, my brother, and his wife. So we went, and we're wearing the the lanyard and stuff like that, and we kept walking into the area where it's like the Connex boxes, where it's like the VIP area, and like security would just like go over here, and I'm like I'm just like, okay. So I told Camila and Juliana, I'm like, you guys just stay over here, Kurt and I, we're gonna go check this out and stuff. So I'm like, where's Connex box 7? So the guy's like, it's right in front of you. So I was kind of confused by it, and it said Juul on it, like the vape pen company. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, okay, like that's kind of strange. I know he doesn't work for Juul, but whatever. Maybe they're sharing it with him. So I walk in, I go up to the top, I'm looking, we're taking pictures, and we get like a margarita or something. Then we go back down, and I mean they have like game hen with like fresh vegetables and fruit and like some of the nicest food I've ever seen. Like the chef is there prepping all of this food.
We spoke about that yesterday.
And I mean, it was just out of this world phenomenal. So like Kurt and I ate, and then we came back out, and I go like, and we had some other friends that were going to turn 1 right by where the pit is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we're gonna go stay with them. We gave our passes to Juliana and Camila. So they walk back and they go into that suite, right? Of course, it's all CFOs, CTOs, all of the bigwigs of Juul, the main company that, that bought and reserved this $1 million like Connex box right there on the Formula One track. And of course, we were in the completely wrong area. Like, and I called my friend Rob, and I was like, Rob, this was the craziest experience ever. And I'm telling him, he goes, you weren't supposed to go there. You were supposed to go to like one of those canopy areas where they give you like a free water and like a bag of chips. He was like, and I was like, oh no, we had margaritas and we're eating like amazing food. He goes,
Thank you for the experience, man.
He was like, I'm so glad you got every penny's worth of it. So what's funny about it is Camila and Juliana are obviously speaking Portuguese to each other, like up in the top box, and all of like these big wigs are, of the company are sitting around, and then finally they kind of go like, so, obviously they could tell they're not supposed to be there. Well, they're like, so, how do you get here? And Camila goes like, oh, we're friends with Rob. The CEO of Juul, his name happens to be Rob. So nobody questioned it. Nobody was like
green lights, man. Yeah, green lights for them.
And exactly. It was so afterwards we did like a full investigation, and we were on LinkedIn, and we were like, oh my God, this was the CFO of Juul. This was the CTO of Juul. And so we were just kind of like looking through and like, holy shit, it was all the bigwigs of Juul, the vaping company. And Camila and them were like, dude, we got so much free drinks, so much food. They had the time of their lives. They're like, we didn't even watch the race. We just like sat there and like heard the cars go past and then just kept eating and drinking. So it was a cool experience. It was really cool.
That sounds like really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you pass the the security gate, they don't come after you because
Yeah.
Formula One is such like a high-end sport. So it means that if you're in, you in, right?
Yeah.
I think that's like an American thing because it happened to me before in Miami Open. So, you know, it's inside the Hard Rock Stadium, right? In Miami. And like we had the tickets for like the benches on like the stadium itself. So it was like really far from the tennis court. And then me and my friends were just like, okay, let's try to go somewhere else. We just walked by like we knew what we were doing, and we literally sat on like this close to the court.
Yeah.
And nobody was like, oh no, you guys couldn't be here.
Actually,
So we watched Sinner, like, you know, Sinner.
yeah,
we
number
watched
one in the
Sinner
world.
against like Grigspor, which was like a good game, like this close to the court. It was amazing.
You could feel their sweat coming off of that.
Yeah.
type of thing. That's
we
awesome.
should explore this in another podcast. You know, like the experiences we had in in sports venues. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah, I have more
Yeah.
experiences. Yeah.
So let's do that. Our next one. I think that's a good
Good segue.
good segue, man.
Well, hey Hilton, happy birthday, buddy.
Thank you.
You look like you're 25.
I feel 14. So.
There you go.
where are we going with this? It looks like you're just born. You're just born.
I do feel 14 years old.
That's awesome. Good for you, buddy. All right. Well, happy birthday, and show some love for Hilton on his birthday week. You know, I know this will be coming out later, but you know, show him some love. And yeah, we'll talk to you all soon. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Spotify. Bye bye.